For at least 4 decades, educators and scholars have collaborated to investigate outcomes associated with aligning the work of schools and educational institutions with the home cultures of the students that they serve. These efforts can be explored within scholarships searchable under key terms such as culturally appropriate, culturally compatible, culturally congruent, culturally responsive, and culturally relevant pedagogies. While addressing some overlap, each of these labels have been applied and sometimes misapplied to describe many different ideas. The construct of culturally relevant pedagogy, as popularized by President of the National Academy of Education, Dr. Gloria Ladson-Billings, rests on 3 propositions. 1. Academic success. First, students must experience academic success. By academic success, Dr. Ladson-Billings refers to the intellectual growth that students experience as a result of classroom instruction and learning experiences. If our instructional practices lead to outcomes where the students that we serve feel good about themselves and see reflections of their culture within our curriculum, yet they still fail to develop adequate skills, then we have not achieved the first of culturally relevant pedagogy's 3 tenets yet. In order to satisfy this first criteria, we as faculty must collaborate with our students and inspire them to choose academic excellence, and then support their efforts to experience growth in academically important ways. 2. Cultural competence. Next, students must develop and maintain cultural competence in order for the second criteria to be met. Dr. Ladson-Billings explicates cultural competence as faculty's ability to help students appreciate and celebrate their culture of origin while gaining knowledge of and fluency in at least one other culture. This means that achieving the second of culturally relevant pedagogy's 3 tenets requires that our pedagogies empower our students to maintain cultural integrity or engage in culturally sustaining practices. 3. Critical or sociopolitical consciousness. Finally, students must develop a critical consciousness through which they challenge the status quo of the current social order. As Dr. Ladson-Billings suggests, this empowers our students with the ability to take learning beyond the confines of the classroom, using school knowledge and skills to identify, analyze, and solve real-world problems. Dr. Ladson-Billings admonishes faculty to help our students to recognize, understand, and critique current social inequities. Of course, this presumes that we commit ourselves to promoting equity and cultivate our own awareness to recognize social inequities as well as existing or emerging efforts to interrupt them. Active engagement in efforts like this towards transformative praxis, virtual professional development series, and monthly community conversations is one of many ways that we can cultivate such awareness.